find games so fast, because for those people who don't know, it's actually pretty nasty early on, because you have a lot of downtime. Good players are playing with weaker opponents, so usually games are not really that entertaining, but hopefully it's going to be pretty nice. So we have Beastyqt spawning as the green Terran. This is the first time I see him play green. And we have Pony the yellow Protoss spawning on the upper side. The map is again Xel'Naga Caverns. As I've said in the first game, is one of the most popular maps besides Metalopolis. And hopefully we are going to see some new maps in the map pool, because I'm kind of tired of the same maps. Also maps I personally hate: Blistering Sands, Jungle Basin, and Scrap Station. Hopefully they will get removed. I don't like Steps of War also, but it's pretty straightforward anyway. You don't have like the nasty play that you have on Jungle Basin with hard to take third base and so on. And not to mention destructible rocks behind your back. I'm not sure what Blizzard is thinking when they started to do the maps like on Blistering Sands. Damn, that map is awful. Now for people, I'm guessing this is more interesting for the Romanian viewers. This Saturday at 3 PM Romanian time, that's Central European time +1, I'm going to do a show with the games that were played at the Bucharest LAN, the PGL season final number 1. We had 32 players. We had some of the most important Romanian players. I'm not going to spoil the results, but I'm sure some of you do know who won the LAN and so on. We are going to commentate in Romanian some of the games. I'm also going to try to take some calls and start a discussion with some of the Romanian players about the future of StarCraft 2 in Romania and so on. And I am also going to show the interviews that I took with the players. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to take too many interviews because I didn't have too much storage for my camera. Usually 4 gigabytes is 10 minutes, so I didn't have time to take too many interviews. Now back to the game, we see that Beastyqt is opening with a 1-1-1. He's producing Marines right now, and he might actually go for yeah, as I've said, a 1-1-1 build, a starport now after... Come on. Starport. There's the starport. After this Hellion will come out, he will probably place down a tech lab and he will swap the starport with the factory, and we might actually see Banshee. Yeah, there's the tech lab, and he's also using this first Hellion to scout. This is usually the classic Terran opening when they open 1-1-1. 1-1-1 means 1 barrack, 1 factory and 1 starport. Oh. It seems that the Protoss player is pretty... He doesn't want to let the Hellion to pop inside the base, but oh, actually Beastyqt saw everything. Actually, there isn't too much to see right now. He saw the 3 gateways, and he even pulled down the probes from the mineral line, even that there was only 1 Hellion, and this calls that this Protoss player is a bit scared of some of the tactics, some of the units, and maybe he's over anticipating some of the stuff. But Beastyqt's Banshee is now coming out. He knows that there is no robotics bay. The robotics facility is just starting, so there will not be an observer right now. But Also, Beastyqt is doing a nice job by scouting these left areas where sometimes the Protoss players are hiding down buildings. It's pretty easy to judge from that because he didn't saw too much inside the base. We see another gate, so he's going to go for some kind of 4 gate. But as I've said, the Banshee is here. The robotics bay is not yet done. There is the cloak, and Beastyqt is already killing a lot of stuff. 26 probes, now at 33. This Banshee has 8 kills, 9 kills. There you have the observer chrono boosted, but the damage has been done. There is also a second Banshee coming this way. And oh my, 15 kills for this Banshee, and the Banshee survives. And now there we have a new Banshee that comes in. Slow reaction by Pony. And there we have another Banshee that's raining chaos on the Protoss player base. Where is the observer? Okay, the observer is over here. This Banshee also killed 4. So right now 20 kills, 20 probe kills for the 2 Banshees. So right now the Protoss player is sitting at 12 probes, while our dear Terran player is taking his orbital command. The new expansion, he will fly it at the natural when he will start mining. And yeah, I thought he was going to go for an all-in or something, but he's moving the ACVs a bit too early. Maybe it will not matter that much. The bench is coming at home to be repaired. And now he did a pretty good job. He's now even building a Raven. If you never saw Beasty, he usually likes to build a Raven pretty fast. The Raven is also going to be used on scouting for the incoming observer, and it's useful in general, especially with that point defense drone. There you have a new Banshee try to poke in, but there is an observer over there. If we check the probe count, we see that Pony is sitting at 18 probes. Oh, he's trying to snipe the sentry. Oh, the Banshee got down. Was that the hero Banshee? No, it was the new Banshee, so we don't care about those Banshees. This is the best Banshee ever. Also, people, if you are kind enough and you are watching the stream, please also join the chat, because it's easier to do a casting when you have people on the chat, especially on times when you don't have what to talk about, and it's pretty hard to cast by yourself and always have something to talk about, especially when you cast something between 10 and 15 games per tournament, and especially when you cast for 6-7 hours straight. So people on chat are pretty useful. The Banshees are trying to lower the shields for the Immortal, but it's only for... Ooh, what the Banshee... Oh, the cool Banshee died. Yeah, I would really like to see a game from Cass myself. I'm not sure if he's playing. I saw him registered, but again, as I said, I'm not sure that he checked in. Okay, he's in the tournament. Nice. I will try to cast Empire cast today. I really like how he plays. I think he's one of the top world players, actually, not only Europe. I've actually got a replay pack from him yesterday. And funny story is that, you know how some of the top players don't send replays with them when they lose. Well, it wasn't the case for Empire cast, because he won his last 15 games he sent me, so he didn't have to delete any of the any of the games. And Pony is now moving out, or no, he's moving. Okay, he will destroy the rocks probably, but Beastyqt is now sitting comfortable. I'm not sure why he didn't actually pushed early and tried to kill his opponent, I'm guessing it's probably better to just play it safe. You have a second commander for Beastyqt. He's not even holding control of the Selnaga towers. I'm usually more afraid, and I always try to keep control, so I see when the opponent is coming and so on. Probably he knows the timing and he knows all those stuff. And also Beastyqt told me to say before the cast that he's starting to do some coaching. I told him that I will have to beta test him to see how good he is as a coach. I will ask him later what are his fees and so on, or if he wasn't, maybe he was joking about the coaching stuff. But he's a pretty awesome Terran player. He won a CraftCup several times, and he is almost always hitting the brackets, the grid stages. Here we have a scan. Point defense thrown right now. Nice job by Beastyqt. Some force fields, but he's pretty careful with it, so he retreated in time, and now he's sniping all those beautiful sentries. No more force fields for the Protoss player, and the problem is that Pony has a lot of immortals. They are getting kind of focus fires, and now the Protoss player is kind of done. And there's the GG. Nice job by Beastyqt. He's moving into, I think it's round 3. This was a game from round 2. And please tell me how was the game sound, if it was too loud.